What is going on, everybody? It's the Frost. We're back again with another clash here in the Elestrals from our previous casual tournament here. As I'm going to be taking on Galaxy, we're going to be sitting here seeing how well this match goes. Let's get started as I am going to be the one to start off this one. I'm going to go first. I place one card face down. And then I play what everyone loves to do, of course. It's one of the best cards in the game. I play my Stellar Astrabit. In the fence position, look up my top 3 cards in my deck. I choose one, shuffle the rest back in. And basically, that is my turn. Just shuffle, 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 shuffle. Losing a card. I love matte sleeves, but they are very extra slippery, which is kind of annoying. Gonna sit here and shuffle a little bit like this. Alright. So that is that. That is my turn on that one. My opponent then draws. They have a very small canvas space, so it is something to keep in mind here. They draw, they play one face down. They do play Astrabbit in defense position as well to look at their top 3 cards off their deck, and then, they end their turn because really, when you're in a defensive battle right here, unless you get something great like an Earthquake or something, you really ain't got nothing you can do. Nothing at all. So after one exhilarating round, as they do their search here, after one exhilarating round of Elestrals, we are both at a tie of 19 to 19 when it comes to spirits. But again, game's just getting started. See how this game goes. They're showing off their shuffling. They dropped a few. Oh, it's a fun one. They end their turn. Now it's my turn again. I draw. I'm going to ascend into everyone's favorite card on this channel, Sonicore, who's been getting me a lot of wins. And there's been a lot. I placed another one face down just to put another one face down. But destroy the Astrabit, end my turn, and my spirit count is now at 18. Obviously, can't play any counter runes, but those are not all counter runes. I can tell you that right now. Now, my opponent draws. Game's just getting started here, so nothing big, nothing little. They're gonna draw. And what are they gonna do? It's going to be the thinking about it. They're thinking about it. Of course, they're thinking about it because having Sonicore up is definitely a problem if you don't have an immediate answer. I wish I would have had video for my a previous video with battle, but I'm having mic issues half the time, so I'm lucky I was able to get this one done for me to do. They play Viseros in attack position. I don't know why, but they do. Obviously, Viseros, if you have it up, prevents any non-thunder enchanted spirit Celestial from being able to attack the turn they are cast. So it does kind of mini suppress an Celestial. So if I was to put Kinleo down, Kinleo would not be able to attack. I don't know if that means like if you destroy it on that same turn, does it matter? So I really don't go into like if I cast another Celestial when it's not thunder enchanted, I don't attack usually. They end their turn after that. They ain't got much else to do. I don't know why they put it in attack position. But again, after 2 riveting rounds, we're both at 18 spirits. So, not much, not there. Spend the draw. Not much else I can do. And then I get nothing. I didn't get something good. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it. Play drops the Leaf to put back a Blazerus. Because don't need it at this time. And with this way this clash goes, I don't need it all this turn. So, yeah, Blazerus is definitely an interesting one in my deck now because it does the only reason I'm keeping Blazerus is because I got rid of Trifernal. I replaced it with Leonite. Trifernal, hard to get out. Only gotten it out or had a chance to get it out in the last few clashes one time. Then I play Ambrosia, which was a face down rune just to have to get those spirits back, and I attack, destroying the Viserys. They had it face up. So we're both at 17 spirits after that. So all that to hit me to 17 spirits. So yeah. Play a draw. Thinking of what to do. They still have that one face down ruin, which if unless it's they do cast a Frigicub. As you can barely see, we're about to fix this here in a second. Alright, after making a couple adjustments, my opponent is able to make it so you can see it a little bit better. Sucks they are going to get a new camera. I hope they can get that in soon because playing with such a small camera, such a small space is not easy, especially when you play Celestials where you have spaces of 4. They played Frigicub. They didn't have anything the Nexus to get some spirits back, which I don't think they had any Frost Spirits in the first place. And their turn. I will hit them with my first Eruption. Alright. Oh yeah, they also played. I didn't have it on the video, but they also played Ambrosia to get 3 spirits back, so they were up to 18 coming out of this turn. But they do play they do play Eruption. So yeah, I do put down a third face down ruin, and then I play Ambrosia to get my spirits back, and then I destroy the Frigicub to end my turn, thus putting us at a bit of a advantage when it comes to spirits. Now my opponent draws. Now this was a really messed up, a messy play, a messy turn for them right here. They expended to draw. They expended to draw. They stated they expend to draw, which put them down to a spirit. Then, I didn't catch this. I don't know why I didn't catch this. They expended to draw. And as you can see, they did say they expended to draw. Then they played Soilet, which you're not supposed to be able to do on the same time. It's a casual game. Nothing's on the line. No seriousness. Not that big of a deal. In my opinion, not that big of a deal. Honestly, in my opinion, this is my opinion. If you expend the draw and get an Celestial that's 1 cost to be able to play, I think you should play it. That's just me. I know it's not in the rules. I know the rules say if you expend the draw, you can't cast an Celestial that turn. I don't like that rule. I think it should be if you expend the draw, and you can only expend 1 time. You can only expend 1 time to draw each turn. But if you get a 1 cost Celestial in your hand, you should be able to play it. Just my thoughts. If they want to make that adjustment, that'd be cool. I doubt they will. But, yeah. So they play a Soilet. They then expend to use Soilet's ability to send Sonicore into defense position, which would activate all counter ruins from here on out. I, thankfully, had a Gorgon's Gaze down, so I will play the Gorgon's Gaze to prevent an attack on my Sonicore, keeping it alive. And if they had it's funny because I will say right now, if they would have had a Chains of Prometheus preventing that Gorgon's Gaze, I would have had a second Gorgon's Gaze to, it was down here, second Gorgon's Gaze to prevent them from being able to do anything to attack my Sonicore. So Sonicore was going to be living no matter what. But I played the Gorgon's Gaze, they end their turn, they had both 14 spirits because of all this. My turn, I draw, Sonicore goes back into attack position. I then play Kin Leo in attack position. I then misenchant a Thunder Mount Olympus. Here's a semi mistake I made here because I do saw when they were like before we started recording, they were like showing like they were going through their deck and like everything, and I saw that they had 2 Resting on Your Laurels. If at this time, the next turn, they were able to play Resting on Your Laurels, they could have destroyed Sonicore because both of these Celestials at the same time have the same amount of spirits, so it's a spirit tie. Resting on Your Laurels, obviously, is if your opponent has 2 or more spirits ahead of you, you would destroy the Celestial with the least amount of spirits. But since they both have 2, Resting on Your Laurels comes out, Sonicore's gone, and the game opens back up. Thankfully, they didn't have that, but that is something you got to keep in mind. So I could have Nexus on the Sonicore, keeping it safe in case the Resting on Your Laurels was to come out, because Kin Leo would have been gone, Sonicore would have been around still. So I Nexus to destroy the Soilet, which wasn't supposed to be there, and then I hit them for 4 damage, knocking them to 10 spirits. So yeah. So yeah, that was my turn. Very interesting plays there. Like again, luckily they didn't have a resting on your laurels for this entire game, but if they would have played a resting on your laurels like this turn, then Kinleo would have been saved and Sonicore would have been destroyed. Plain and simple. That's easy as how you would have done that. Thankfully, that did not happen. They draw. They're thinking of what to do because they're in a very tough pickle here. They're down to 10 spirits. Nothing's going their way because Sonicore is just sitting there on the field like, haha, no counter runes for you, boy. And they're going to play Viserys in defense position, which prevents any non-thunder spirits from being spirited Celestials from being able to attack on turn 1. Which, that's all they can really do. Now, I go, here's another mistake I made as well, and I could have changed completely, is I do ascend immediately into Kinleo. Now, if what I could have done is to allow Kinleo, who ascends into Leonite, to attack on this turn, is I could have used a Thunder Spirit, because there's already 2 Fire Spirits enchanting the Celestial. I could have threw a Thunder Spirit down on this, and I could have hit them for 5 immediately. Well, not 5. No, I could have hit them for 5 if I would have did this right, but I didn't. But anyway, I will destroy the Viserys and end my turn because I believe the Viserys. I don't know if it matters if the Viserys is on thing or not. I destroyed it. I could have probably attacked and hit them for 3, but I decided to back off for this turn because my opponent, I'm in a winning position right now, so there's not much I need to worry about. Now, obviously, if Resting on Your Laurels was to come out on this turn, then Sonicore was absolutely going to be the victim of it as well because it has 2 spirits while Leonite has 5. Obviously, no Invoke Ruins can be played at all right now, or Counter Ruins. You're down to Stadiums and Artifacts and Divines are the only ruins that can be played at this time. So that's a fun one. I've been wanting to try and get this combo up one time just to do it. I think it's pretty cool. No counters, no invokes from anybody. They do put another card down. They expended the draw. Not much else they can do. They're down to 8 spirits. I have 11. I draw. Oh, this was something. I draw. I play a second eruption, knocking him for 5 spirits. So that takes them from 8 to 5. Now, obviously, they have nothing on the field. I could have just attacked in immediately. I didn't think about it at the time. I do find myself another Astrabit. I do play that Astrabit. I'm dropping like cards all over the place. I get my 3. And it's like, oh, buddy, what could my 3 be? So I'm down to 5. They're down to 5. I grab 2 more Fire Spirits. We get our 3rd eruption of the game. Here in a second. I'm asking spirits left. I should have known this already, but I don't count these spirits off while I'm playing. But the 3rd eruption of the game to knock them down to 2 spirits, and then I attack with Leonite to win. Now, obviously, like I said, if I would have paid attention and like asked with spirit count before I put the Astrabit out, I could have just attacked with Leonite and Sonicore to end because they only had 5 spirits left after that second eruption. But Leonite, Sonicore, and triple eruption get me the win here. I hope you guys enjoyed this clash. Hit that subscribe button, comment down below, like or dislike this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.